With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Henry. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run now with Okoye. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the 31, Vick under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the gun, Vick. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Okay. 133. 54.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
8.
First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll drop this off to Jim Brown, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jim Brown, 42 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Our home team 7. Visitors nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
But you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, check right. Watching your five.
Keep it up, defense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
He's not going to get me. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Here we go. Mike, 55. Check.
They will indeed go for it. Vick, he's going to air one out. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20.
One of the true legends of pro football, it's Jim Brown. And he's into the clear. The 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jim Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
They'll take over.
Come on, now. Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
It's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
They're going to try and throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gonzalez. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing, Vic. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 53 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, visitors 7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Gun. Here we go. Watch the pass. Gun. Check.
To throw is Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check 13.
Now Emmett. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Let's go.
Ready?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Vic. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. It's a play fake. Now Vic. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Vic on 4th down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Vic readies to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
It's a foot race. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Emmitt Smith, 78 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point, but it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Vic. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there. 45 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A 2nd down throw for Vic. That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, he's got his man Sharp, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
A first down carry for Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and 9. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vick. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
55, Mike. 55. Skip this. Mike 55.
And the blitz does come. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Vick now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Vick. Jones has it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as...
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. And too tall Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Vick sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Johnson, the intended target. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Emmett. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 29 line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. He finds an opening past the 40, and Diggs has it. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Smith. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
You don't see me. Great. Hey, switch gears.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On 1st down, Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Great. Check. Gun. Check hot route.
Now Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch out.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance if they want to be.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Newton. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf with time running out, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
55, Mike, 55.
They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he...
And this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there, with time running out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime.
28 Daniel Carlson sets the kickoff.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. Here's Brown. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The throw on second down from Vick, incomplete.
It's third down and 9 yards to go.
Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. From the gun, Vick. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Now, Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.